You're listening to One Sweet Wrestling Podcast.
One Sweet Wrestling Podcast.
With your host, Beto Barragan.
And we all know that when the good Lord created man, he meant for him to look just like me.
And Alex Lewicki.
The tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
The podcast made by fans for wrestling fans.
One sweet, one sweet, one sweet, one sweet.
You're listening to One Sweet Wrestling Podcast. What's up, guys? This is Beto Barragan of One Sweet Wrestling Podcast, and with me, as always,
the Wikipedia of wrestling, Alex Lewicki. So what's going on, man? How you doing?
dude, I've had such a crazy week.
Yeah?
It's been like...
Yeah, this week of wrestling's been phenomenal.
Oh, man.
Not to sound corny, but no, it's been a really phenomenal week, topped off by fantastic news that came across yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we'll get to that. Don't worry. We're going to be getting to that.
Oh, we have to address the elephant in the room. So, I'm if you kind of hear me fade in and out, it's just because I'm a little distracted because I'm just looking at the at myself.
He's vain, y'all.
At myself on Instagram. That's all it is. So, recording it live on Instagram on a what is this? A Tuesday? A Wednesday?
No, today's Wednesday, man.
Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday, March the 21st.
I hate when I lose track of my days.
You know what happens to the best of us.
Yeah. But okay, so yeah, man. Of course, lots of cool stuff in wrestling. Let's kick it off with the headlines, dude. So, Mark Henry in the WWE Hall of Fame. How do you feel about this?
I am so excited for this guy. Mark Henry, both in the ring for close to 20 years, I want to say. He's been putting in a lot of work, and he's kind of one of those unsung heroes outside of, like, his sexual chocolate gimmick. I forgot he was in the Nation of Domination. That just popped in my mind.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, with Farouk, D'Lo Brown.
And Kamala.
Was Kamala in the Nation?
No. What was the Godfather's name?
What was the Godfather's name? Kama, dude.
Yeah, Kama.
Kamala.
Nah, he could have been in the Nation of Domination at some point.
Dude, that would have been cool.
He really would have.
I would have like
Bad News Brown. You get
dude. Like,
no. Dig it.
Okay.
Think of it this way: if you would have done it at a revolutionary time,
Yeah.
the Attitude Era, make them the Black Lives Movement of wrestling. You know, like have that strong.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Ahmed Johnson was in it.
Not crazy, but that's a good way to.
D'Lo Brown was in it.
Oh yeah.
Who else? My two favorite guys, Wolfie D and there was another white rapper. I can't think of his name.
Who's in this? In what?
In the Nation of Domination.
The Nation of Domination?
Yeah, at some point they had two white rappers, and they also had...
Dude, they had Owen Hart in the Nation of Domination.
They also had a dude that was like a minister of Farrakhan from the...
Wow, they had
They had a lot of characters. It was really cool to watch.
Such an eclectic group of people. But, dude, Mark Henry in the WWE Hall of Fame, like...
I don't want to say it's long overdue because he's still been active up to probably a month or two ago.
Okay.
He kind of faded out. I'm really excited.
When was the last time he wrestled?
It must have been in the Royal Rumble, I want to say. Because
Don't get me wrong. Look,
no,
I love Mark Henry. Like, Mark Henry was awesome. His character was very, like... I loved the Hall of Pain going into the Hall of Fame.
That retirement...
Dude.
That fake retirement that he had, and then he slammed John Cena.
Dude.
Fantastic.
Mark Henry was such a good wrestler. Like, I think he was... I remember seeing Mark Henry do spinning wheel kicks.
Yeah, he was agile for a big
He was
dude.
very agile, and it was really cool to see that from a big man. Regardless, I think he should have had a couple of more runs with the title. They definitely should have given him something at some point like that.
But the only problem is you look at the era that he was in. He was going up against some stiff competition with The Rock.
That's true.
Stone Cold. Bret Hart at a time, I'm sure. I think he walked in at like 96. 97 or 98. So
Mark Henry?
yeah, because he came in after the 96 Summer Olympics.
So 90.
Probably 97 or 98 because
97.
his first run was against Jerry Lawler.
Oh, that's right. When
Yeah.
they did, he was like making fun of him and stuff. In the
Yeah.
ring.
So he did that.
Yeah.
He had his first run with Jerry Lawler, and then from there he just kind of springboarded. He had a really good gimmick with Sexual Chocolate, which I feel like they're kind of basing Big E off of. Like he's the big, powerful dude, but he's still like the sensual lover.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can see shades of Mark Henry in Big E.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
Like all positive too.
That's a very different way to look at it. I didn't really look at that.
I would
character.
say in that sense, he's influenced one of the, I guess, more talented and more over talents within the last 5 to 10 years. So kudos to Mark Henry.
Yeah, congratulations, Mark Henry, dude.
Yeah, he
That's
definitely,
awesome.
I for sure say
Much respect to that.
absolutely. He's Olympic hero, you could say. He was in the Olympics.
Dude, he was in the Olympics.
Yeah.
He was a two-time
Powerlifter.
Olympian, yeah.
Yeah.
He won the gold, bronze, and silver medals, I think, in 96.
I want to say that was true. But
And then he holds records still.
in Texas.
Dude, no, like in the world, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. I was reading his Wikipedia today just to really see about his lifting.
Yeah.
When he was in high school, he could squat over 600 pounds,
Wow.
which is ridiculous. It blows my mind to
Dude,
think
I
somebody
thought
in high school could do that.
I read on like I was reading up on him, and I was like, various sites and stuff, and they even say like 985 pounds he can deadlift or squat or
Yeah,
something.
I could imagine he could probably deadlift. I think his squat max was like 830 something,
Oh my
which
gosh,
is
dude.
ridiculous when you think about how much weight that is on a
Dude, that's
person.
wow.
And think of it this way, even after all that weight, he still moves really well. Like, he's not one of these powerlifters who is out of commission because he did too many, like, heavy weights. you know?
Right.
So I think in that sense, he's kept himself in really good shape considering he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He
had his weight issues, but see, the thing is the fat to muscle ratio for a man his size.
True. I think also what helps is the fact that he doesn't wrestle a style that isn't conducive to keeping him healthy.
Right.
He doesn't do a lot of big power moves. When he does, like, when he has to make himself run into something,
Yeah.
it looks safe. You know,
Right,
it's like
right.
he's got enough padding, as it were,
Right.
to not really say, oh, he really hurt himself. It's like, no, it works for his gimmick.
Right.
And, dude, 20 years, consistent. I don't really remember a time he's been out, other than they just couldn't figure a way to put him in the show. 20 years is a long career. You see a lot of people who have been successes by all standards fade out within like 5 years. So for him to hold that position in the WWE, the top tier, and consistently be pushed, even at the smallest point, congratulations, man.
Dude.
Congratulations.
Y'all hear that? Alex is going deep.
No, it's putting him over. He deserves it.
Dude, for real, man.
He deserves
no,
it.
That's very well put. I think a lot of people could look back at the career of Mark Henry and say, like, to be honest, and let's be real, a lot of people would say, I don't remember him and things like that. But it's like, no, dude, like there was a lot with Mark Henry.
You'll remember one gimmick.
Oh yeah. If you don't know the Hall of Pain,
Or if you don't remember Mae Young in the hand,
Mae Young in the hand,
then you're missing a
like,
lot of wrestling.
Come
gentlemen.
on, like there was a lot to
And
it.
ladies, we're
He did a
gender
lot.
neutral.
He worked very hard.
Yeah.
He worked very hard.
Congratulations.
To get there. Heck yeah, man.
If you want to, all we can say is congratulations. Now, with the cheers comes the jeers.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt
Yeah.
lost in what was the Hardy compound.
Ultimate deletion.
What do you think's going to happen now?
Dude, like repackage him.
See, we talked about this before the show,
Yeah.
and we came up with a very good idea, and one that seems sound and in WWE terms would kind of go full circle.
Right.
He gets repackaged as Braun Strowman's tag team partner at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Thus, circle of life back to the Wyatt family.
You get the Wyatt family.
There you go.
I like that.
Because from there,
That's a good prediction, dude.
you get those two guys, very strong wrestlers, as far as like power-wise,
Yeah.
super strong. I could see them going up against Not only the Bar, you got them. Authors of Pain would be a fantastic match with them. It'd be
for
really
sure.
fun.
For sure.
Who else? If they brought up, help me out, guys from NXT, the big Samoan dudes, Authors of Pain.
Yeah, dude, Authors of Pain.
If you bring the Authors of Pain, the
Did
Revival.
you just say Authors
I
of
meant
Pain?
the Revival. I meant the Revival because they're already in Raw.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if they win, if they go, that's my fault, y'all. It was Authors of Pain, the Revival. I had the cooler sounding name was in my mind.
Yeah.
So you have them at some point, maybe the Shield, or some.
The possibilities are endless, dude. Like
the
you can
Balor
do
Club.
so many. Dude, did you see by chance on Instagram that they had T-shirts? Speaking of the Bullet Club,
OGBC.
is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can buy that.
Wow.
But here's the thing: they can get around it because it could just be original Balor Club.
Wow.
They don't have to say like, "Oh, it's very tongue in cheek." Like
that's pretty cool.
You
know. Pretty crazy.
So
dude.
yeah, Bray Wyatt. Hopefully, he gets repackaged into somebody who can do.
Well, pose the question to people. I would say.
Yeah. The
comment on this video on this podcast, and just let us know what you think. Do you think that since Bray Wyatt has entered the lake of reincarnation, yes, should he be repackaged? That was my lame attempt at the Matt Hardy.
I was just letting you roll with it, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. So that's the question. Would you repackage Bray Wyatt? And if you could repackage him, who would you repackage him as? What kind of gimmick would you give brother Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, because I don't think a Husky Harris is necessarily. He deserves more than a Husky Harris.
Oh, dude, but can you imagine if they brought him back as Husky Harris?
But then he's just a big bruiser.
No, well, dude, that's what
but you
need.
have that in
Braun?
Yeah. Or you have that already in the oh my God, what I want to keep calling them, the Authors of Pain.
Original Good Brother Club, referring back to the Balor Club, Bullet Club shirt.
Okay.
That's clever.
No,
Original Good Brother Club. Yeah. We should all get shirts.
We should.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. The mascots of One Sweet Wrestling Podcast, Ganella. This is Ganella.
Yeah.
For those of you that are listening, you should totally try to listen to the podcast
and watch it,
or watch the podcast on Instagram Live. And then this is Bruno. I gotta give them love. That's what they want. Little show dogs, man. This is Bruno, named after Bruno Sammartino. Not really. Maybe.
No, we can say that.
We can say that. Yeah. So back to where we were. Oh yeah. Would you repackage him? And yeah, who would you repackage him as if you had to repackage him?
It only makes sense to make him a brawler, and that's kind of boring. That's the only problem. Otherwise, you have to turn him into like a biker because he looks like a biker. He almost looks like a bigger Baron Corbin. But at this point, maybe make him into just maybe like a Taz. Maybe like a dude, because he can throw suplexes. He's strong. He's a really agile wrestler. So really whoever he wants to be, he can be. But I hope they don't make it like a cheesy gimmick to where he comes back and he's like, oh, this is Sister Abigail. Like, dude, come on.
No, I don't think they'll do like a Sister Abigail thing, but I do agree that, you can pretty much do whatever you want with him in that realm of like that gritty rock and roll type style.
I would bet
kind of thing.
They come back and do like a Jay White Switchblade type of deal.
Dude, he should just join Elias's band.
You know what? They look enough alike.
At this point, I mean, you can do no wrong with Elias right now.
Yeah.
Elias is not bad, dude. Elias is not. He's not terrible.
No, he's not.
You know what I mean? He's got room to grow, and he knows that. That's the thing. But he's running with that ball, though. So I'm just gonna put over Elias right now. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
No, Elias is great. You'll not hear me dispute that. He's fantastic.
Oh man, it's funny.
So, yeah, there it is. Bray Wyatt. What's he come back as? Does he come back awesome? Does he come back the same? Does he come back a little bit lamer? Well, I guess only time will tell, and hopefully that time is quicker than not. Now, something near and dear to my heart.
Yes, of course.
Japanese wrestling.
Japanese wrestling.
So the New Japan Cup has been going on for the last week or so. The finals today took place in New Japan between Zack Sabre Jr., one of my favorites, go Zack Sabre Jr., against Hiroshi Tanahashi. Spoiler alert, I'll give you 2 seconds to go ahead and turn down your speaker if you haven't heard the result yet. 1, 2. Zack Sabre Jr. wins. Zack Sabre Jr. will be going up against Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt in Osaka in a future date. I can't remember when exactly. It might be April or May. But I'm looking really forward to this Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada match. They're in 2 different factions, Suzuki Gun and Chaos. They have a history of not really liking each other, so it's kind of like the NWO and the Four Horsemen, or the Four Horsemen and basically anybody else. But this is going to be really fun. Zack Sabre Jr. is one of my top 5 wrestlers, current wrestlers. His chain wrestling is second to none. I mean, talk about being able to put somebody in a pretzel. He legit probably can put somebody in a pretzel. I want to say he's a chain wrestler, catch wrestler. I've got to say some type of jiu-jitsu skill in there, and he can talk spectacularly.
Really?
Yes. He's also got these really badass shirts. I'm not a vegan, but if I was, he's got a shirt that says, "If you're mean to animals, I'll armbar you."
Dang.
So I'm like, dude, go
That's
after
cool.
it, Zack Sabre Jr.
That's cool.
You know, stick to your guns, go with your laurels. What Beto keeps looking back at is we've got Thursday Night Thunder in the TV, so we're kind of trying to figure out what's going on, if it's worth it. So far, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I guess you could say good. Buff Bagwell versus Fit Finley was one of the matches that I saw right
Fit
now.
Finley is always a good watch.
Dude, Fit Finley is like a diva whisperer, man.
You know what?
Did you know that? He was training the divas for a while.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of them, like Becky Lynch, looks so good in the ring. But sometimes I'll just go on YouTube and try to check out like Fit Finley against Steven Regal just to see old chain wrestling.
Oh man,
it's so
that
fun
British
to watch.
style. That British style wrestling is, I mean,
It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
For sure. There's a lot of movement. It's not boring. See, people, when I feel like when people like want to do or want to see like high flyers and stuff like that, that's awesome. I dig that style. But there's something to be said about, you know, British style chain wrestling. I even love like Mexican chain wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's the same thing, but I mean for purposes of, you know what I mean? Like it's funny.
You'll relate to this.
Yeah.
It's like watching, or it's like listening to Pink Floyd. British style wrestling is very technical. There's a lot of movements that work together, and there's a lot going on in a small amount of time, and you really have to focus to watch every little intricacy of the match. And that's what's important, because you can watch the match twice and say, "Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that." Whereas other styles like Lucha Libre is like thrash metal.
Yeah.
Really fast. You catch everything
Right.
right away. You know.
That's a nice way to put it, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
In
right?
a musical term, yeah. Like
Yeah, you catch it.
Fast pace. You got things that slow down, like your
You got a good jazz.
Yeah, you got a nice jazz tone going, and then you do your heavyweights, which is like your, I don't know, what would you call a heavyweight in the music realm?
Probably like Metallica.
Everybody likes Metallica.
You know what's coming.
That's a good. You know what? I don't care who you are. Like you like at least one Metallica song.
Yeah, and if you're a wrestling fan, we know what song that is.
Dude. Yeah. Good times. I'm getting text messages while I'm working here. Hold on.
So
give me a second.
I'll hold the fort here. Anyway, so Zack Sabre Jr. against Okada. I'm looking forward to this. So next, my question of the week.
Oh man, here it comes.
This is usually in the second block, but we've got a giant second block coming up for you.
Legend says there is a place in San Antonio where there are battles of the mind and trivia, loteria, and celebrations where we drink and dance to live music. El Luchador, located at 622 Roosevelt in Southtown San Antonio.
Hey guys, Anthony Cortez Haynes here, that wrestling video guy, and you're listening to One Sweet Wrestling Podcast.
We are back on One Sweet Wrestling Podcast.
Yo, shout out to the missus. What up?
Oh, that's his wife. That's we're still on Instagram Live if you're listening to this.
Gang.
Him and his wife. That's your chick, dude.
That's my vieja.
That's your Jaina.
That's my Jaina.
Suruka.
It's my ruca.
Es Suruka.
I got her tattooed on my chest here.
Dang.
Yeah, like
that's
the dude
gangster.
from Born in East LA.
Eto. That's love. That's love, bro.
Hey, where am I going?
Where am I going?
am I
My
going?
tools are at your mom's house. Where am I going?
Your mom don't even like me. Where am
You
I
don't
going?
even like me. Why am I going, dude? But you know what? That guy that says that, your mom don't like me. Why am I going? He's the one that you have to tell, like, hey, dude, we gotta go, because he's the last one to leave. That's.
But
'cause
he's
it's
always
me.
late.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying. I'm not
Yeah.
pointing any fingers.
Dang.
All right.
Straight up.
We
Straight
go-
up.
We're next. Are you recording this?
Of
You are
course.
recording this. Oh, well, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Daniel Bryan, bro. Let's just address the elephant in the room.
big news.
Yes.
Big news. Daniel Bryan was officially cleared by WWE
C.
doctors
C.
as of
C.
yesterday, March the 20th. Some people want it to become a national holiday, National Wrestling Day. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Take the day off and watch.
Hell yeah.
Just watch as much wrestling as you possibly can.
Okay. So, I think we all know what's going to happen.
Okay.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Give it to him.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. I was giving it some thought. While sometimes Shane McMahon can get on my damn nerves,
Yeah.
his match with AJ Styles last year was actually really good. When he needs to put it on, he can. And with that talent in the ring, it's not going to be so hard for him to look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think Kevin Owens himself can make basically the worst wrestler in the world look great.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Shane's got some talent, man. So I think that's just going to add a little bit more fuel to that fire. So, and for the fact that Daniel Bryan's going to be coming back for his first professional match, probably at WrestleMania, Shane's going to have a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as he's going to have to do a lot of stuff to make himself look good.
Dude, I'm excited about Daniel Bryan coming back.
Are
Dude.
you worried at all?
Worried how? Is he going to get hurt kind of thing?
Yes. I'm not worried about him putting on a great match because I think that's ingrained.
Well, let me start off by saying this. Just the idea of Daniel Bryan coming back made every wrestling fan's jeans cream. Let's just throw that out there. I'm going to say it. I'm going to throw it out there, bro. That was it.
I was at work when I read the news, and
Yeah.
I legit got. At first, I was like, "This is a hoax. This is just somebody else making a Photoshop." But
It's
then-
fake news.
But then when you see it pop up on the official WWE Twitter page,
Yeah.
dude, I got legit hype. Like, I haven't been this happy with wrestling since Mark Henry got announced.
Really?
This is
Wow.
actually a lot bigger for it because this is something that I think a lot of people can relate to. You've been clawing for something for so long. You keep getting told no, even though you're saying, no, I can do this. Just give me the shot. I can do this. And then, you know what this is? This is Rudy.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Rudy story.
Yeah.
He just gets told, he's a small dude
Yeah.
who gets told, no, you can't hang in the land of giants anymore. And he goes, no, I'm going to keep pushing until you tell me, hey, I can go in. This is him getting put in the fourth down against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I'm excited for Daniel Bryan coming back, but at the same time, I'm not excited about him being in that match. I know that it's like a buffer match for him to like ease into wrestling. I'm sure SmackDown, if anybody saw SmackDown, he didn't look like he had ring rust. Because here's the thing. If you notice, go back and watch SmackDown. Go back and watch it. If you notice, he's very much aware of his surroundings. He does not have ring rust. He does this like I call it the mule kick. I guess it's a goat kick or something. So he runs into the corner, kicks the guy in the chest, and he would, if you remember in his matches, he would tumble and roll back.
Yes.
Okay? If you notice on SmackDown, he doesn't tumble. He simply does the roll, the Shawn Michaels roll, like he's going over the turnbuckle kind of thing. He does the kick, rolls back, grabs the bottom rope, and pushes off to get back to his feet.
Well, there was always that story of him saying, if I have to wrestle Brock, I have a safer style that's going to protect my neck. And that, I want to say, was
You think Vince asked him? Like, well, obviously, right?
He probably made him show him that
everything
100 times. Okay,
Yeah.
do it again. Do it again. I'm going to make you super tired.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to make sure that as much as I want to say he cares about Daniel Bryan, the person, I think he cares more about the money aspect.
the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Not even that. Not even that. Think
Yes.
if he gets hurt.
No, bro.
What happens? You know?
Here's the thing. WrestleMania, we know this.
What's going on, Masada?
Masada's up on here? What's up, Masada? Dude, we got to have him on the show one day.
Okay.
I want to hear some stories, man.
sure.
I want to hear some road stories. I want to hear some stuff that's going to make me cry or pee my pants, one or the other.
Maybe a little bit of both. But, okay.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan.
Okay, let's go back to that. I'm sorry. Check this. I'm saying this, bro. Vince McMahon, do you think Vince McMahon asked Daniel Bryan to come back?
I think he got pressured into it. He probably got told, hey, look, you either give me this shot or my contract's up in 5 months. I'm going to get cleared by somebody. Ring of Honor will take me back like that.
So is this Daniel Bryan's version of re-signing, or he's just back and he's still within the contract?
No, he's gonna resign.
You think he's going to resign?
I think because he can do the Brock schedule if he wants to. He can
dude.
go, hey, I'm going to work 60 dates. I'm going to still be the SmackDown general manager. And from there, I'm just going to do what I need to do, but I'm going to be able to wrestle The Miz. I'm going to be able to wrestle Kurt Angle. I'm going to be able to wrestle Triple H again.
Right now he's got the best of the best in the WWE.
Also, think of potential matches, people coming up from NXT.
Oh yeah,
him against Roderick Strong again. If anybody's watched original ROH from HDNet and before days, you know they can put on a good show. I can't tell you how much I want to see Daniel Bryan against Cesaro one more time. Well, yeah, I think so too. I think his next stop would have been New Japan immediately. You put him in the title against, again, Zack Sabre Jr. Okada against Daniel Bryan.
Thanks,
Get out of
Chef
my
Ralph.
face.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. That would be 5-star. Him against Kenny Omega.
You guys got him going now. Here we go.
Kenny Omega
I love it,
versus
though. It's
Daniel
great.
Bryan.
This
In
is the passion.
Both primes right now.
Yeah.
7-star match. Put it out there.
You heard it here first. 7-star match. If Daniel Bryan versus Okada happens,
Here's another. Okay, I got another question.
You heard
An
it here
addendum
first.
to what I just said.
7 stars. You heard it here.
What do you think of the star system?
Okay, look, my thing is, this, if I'm already like kind of hyping the star system, I'm kind of saying, look, Dave Meltzer's a big deal. And, I mean, hey, look, here's the thing. We have been living in a world with Dave Meltzer in it. And Dave Meltzer is probably like, it's funny because, he gets a lot of flack from a lot of the older guys. But these guys, these younger guys, they really love the system. They love the star system.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
I don't know. I kind of think they do.
I'll play devil's advocate. Exactly. It's too subjective. It's what Dave thinks. And I think at some point you can be a wrestling fan and say, that star was rated 5 stars, but at the time you look at it, it's like 3 stars to me. Or maybe you just weren't feeling the match. You're like, this was too slow for me.
It's fun, though.
It's absolutely fun.
Isn't it fun to just do that, though?
It's nice because it's almost like you get that list of the 100 movies you have to see before you die.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, let me see. Okay, that movie sucked. That movie sucked. That movie was awesome. You find something. And then from there, if you're a digger of things like I am, like records and music and wrestling, you find that wrestler, Masawa.
It's art, dude.
Against Kawada.
It's art.
Kawada against X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You go from here to here to here, and then you get the bigger picture of wrestling. Like yesterday, I was watching a match. It was Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr against two. Oh God, there were 2 Mexican wrestlers, but it was a 5-star match, and this was back from like 1994, and it was a hair versus mask match.
Where was this at?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
It was, I want to say it was AAA, but they were putting like a AAA versus the World or something.
Yeah.
And I heard this. I still haven't got through the whole thing, but it's 5 stars. And I'm like, I've never really seen this match before.
Huh.
And then from there, I started finding that there was different things like WCW, AAA, CMLL, and I think it was New Japan put on a show altogether. So you see all these super cards that happened after the fact, and then you start digging more and more and more and more and more. So I think in the system with the star system, it's good to kind of give you kind of like a table of contents.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this was what happened in 1992, All Japan Pro Wrestling. Vader against blah, 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 or whomever. But yeah, I think at times it is too subjective. There are times where I think it's very valid, like the CM Punk against John Cena match. That I think story-wise from that summer on, that led up to a 5-star match for me. The Kenny Omega Okada draw,
Oh yeah.
I don't think that was a 6-star.
Really? What would you give it?
4.5.
4.5?
I think because of the draw, I understand that down the story, it kept going,
Right.
but you know,
I dig that.
I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate.
This
What do I
guy,
know?
man.
What do I know? You know, I know Dave Meltzer knows everything in the world. I know Dick.
Exactly, dude. Dave Meltzer's the man. But you are the Wikipedia of wrestling,
Well,
so
I'm no Dave Meltzer.
there you go. I'm just burying you with Dave Meltzer.
Yeah,
Let
man.
it shower over your eyes.
Dave Meltzer doesn't need any help getting me buried. He's the man. I will.
No.
Okay, but we're
Here's the
getting away.
thing.
We're getting away from the big.
Yeah,
subject.
we jumped away from it.
Daniel Bryan.
DB. So, Daniel Bryan's back. Here's what I think. I think that the WWE asked him to come back. I think he had to, because if you look at the card for WrestleMania, even Vince knows it's okay. It could be better. And if this is what you're presenting 3 weeks out without Daniel Bryan, let's be real. If this is what you're putting out 3 weeks out from WrestleMania, your biggest show of the year, biggest show of the season, whatever, and that's what you have outside of Daniel Bryan, I mean, The Undertaker and Cena brought the people in. But in my opinion, that's what happened.
Here's the
That's
thing.
what's going to happen.
Do you think Vince knew this was going to happen? Because this may have just fallen into his lap like, oh, he got cleared? Oh, okay. Well, guess what? That's just one other thing we can do to sell
more tickets?
Yes.
Of course.
It's already sold out, but I think this is, hey, you want people to get to the network?
that's what I think, man. I think that's what Vince did. He found out that, he's cleared. Now we have to.
You have to
to
throw
be
him
at
in there.
WrestleMania now. You have to.
But I don't think it was in the original plan. I think for the
No.
longest time he was probably not going to wrestle.
What was it? Okay, so if Daniel Bryan was not cleared, unless this is they knew he was cleared and didn't announce it until today.
That's a good point.
Yesterday. So they announced it yesterday. So how long did they know about it? You know what I mean? How long did it take for them to go, okay, we should put the Shane storyline against Sami Zayn and Kevin
rolling
and
down.
then we can announce Bryan, bring him out, then we have our tag team match.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you know, look, I don't care how it happened. I'm just happy it
you're
happened.
like I'm happy.
No, I'm happy it happened.
Yeah.
I think if anything, let him have one full match. If he doesn't feel, if after the match he goes, you know what, that was more than I wanted. Cool. Guess
Do
what?
you think he would retire at WrestleMania?
No, I don't think he would retire directly after WrestleMania. I mean, if he feels good and he thinks he can keep going, this isn't going to be the only.
Or
match
from
we're gonna see.
WWE?
Again,
you think
I
he just
think
re-signed or staying under the
I
same
think
contract?
it's just too good. It's just too good of a contract. If they
Yeah.
tell him, look, you can work limited dates.
Yeah.
You get paid much money. You're not having to
He's-
fly around throughout the world just to catch up.
Dude, we totally said this earlier. He's in the best place where he could possibly be.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to him. He's worked for it.
Yeah,
so
for
he can-
sure.
He should be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, what potential matches do you want to see past this tag team?
I mean,
Realistic
realistic
as far as
matches. Like, okay, let's say this. Realistic, let's not talk superstar shakeup. Let's not talk about that just yet.
Let's say he stays within
Let's stay
SmackDown,
SmackDown.
as
right.
it is today.
And he is the general manager of SmackDown.
Slash-
what would I
slash
do?
wrestler, yes.
What would I do with Daniel Bryan? Okay, you've got a potential match, and I hate to say it, I could be wrong that I saw that Dolph Ziggler was going to challenge or said, "Let me be the first to challenge" or whatever.
I'm not into that already.
Here's the thing. Yeah, after thinking about it, I wasn't for it at first with that idea, but it makes sense to ease him into wrestling a program.
The only way I can see that being a benefit is if you have that as a main event of a SmackDown, because you want to be able to show Daniel Bryan on television.
Yeah,
He's not going to be like Ronda Rousey where he's only going to be popping up on certain pay-per-views.
yeah,
You need to be like, okay, this guy's still somewhat regular. He can wrestle big events if he needs to. Hell, throw him in one of the minor pay-per-views like I don't think they do Backlash anymore. Like
just basically like a Velocity or something.
yeah,
No.
one of the B pay-per-views, not the big four. Anything in the big four, if they needed to throw him in there, I think he would.
Well,
be able
isn't
to shoot his horn.
Velocity now like a show like on the network that's just like?
No. The big like a pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if
okay.
you want to have a main event at pay-per-view with Dolph Ziggler, that isn't one of the big four, I don't see a problem with that. But as far as a big four match, I see a Shinsuke Nakamura,
Nice.
AJ Styles.
Oh, yeah.
As it is right now.
As it is right now, yeah, of course you're going to have those. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think out of the box. But the obvious ones, I mean, really the obvious ones are AJ Styles, Nakamura, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
The Miz, obviously.
The Miz is on Raw now.
Oh, that's right.
So you see, if you're looking at the SmackDown roster, those are the only four. Cena, if he decides to pop in once in a while. Would Cena technically be SmackDown or is he Raw?
I think he can still be a free agent, so he flip-flops in between. So
Cena's
if
in
you
that
wanted
conversation.
to, yeah, knock yourself out. God, who else?
There's no one in SmackDown right now. Who's in SmackDown right now that you could see a really good match? That's a great question. Who's in SmackDown right now that you could see a great match with Daniel Bryan other than the obvious choices?
I'd like to see him in a tag team against the Usos. I think the Usos have been putting on a spectacle. Him against Rusev. Hot damn.
That would be good for his different style of wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Rusev?
Him against Rusev, I think, would be a fun match.
I would hate to see him wrestle, and I hate to say this. What's his name?
Ty Dillinger.
No, not Ty Dillinger.
Aiden English.
That's possible.
Aiden English.
He would wrestle Aiden English if he's wrestling Rusev. They would throw them together. What's the other guy? The modern day Maharaja.
Oh, Jinder Mahal.
I would hate to see that match. I wouldn't want to
happen.
see it.
That could actually very much.
I know it could, but
Him against Bobby Roode.
oh, there you go.
Put that on the money.
Where were we at right now?
Right
man?
there. That's
We're
where
in
that
outer
needs to happen.
space and stuff, dude. Yeah, him against Bobby Roode.
For the U.S. Championship. But at this point, he just needs to go right for the gusto.
Oh yeah, it has to be AJ or Nakamura.
Technically, when he comes back, you could have him against Dean Ambrose.
No, I don't want to see that.
Neither do I, but I think it's
I don't
going to
know,
happen.
man. I don't want to see Dean Ambrose out there. He looks like, you know who Dean Ambrose reminds me of, and it finally dawned on me.
Who's that?
Kidman from The Flock. Remember how dirty Kidman looked when he would come out to the ring?
It's because of that dirty tank top?
Dude, no, not that tank top. Not tank top Kidman. That's when he cleaned up. That's when, remember, come on, dude. Kidman,
Oh, wait, from The Flock?
From
when he
The
had the
Flock,
Onk
dude.
shirt and he kept scratching himself?
Yes, that's
Like
Dean
he had
Ambrose.
fleas?
That's Dean Ambrose's character.
And what sucks is that if you've seen Dean Ambrose when he was in the Independents, like, he was John Moxley, and he
Yeah.
was like a hardcore, like, legend.
Oh, he was in CZW. Yeah.
Yep. And now he's a guy who pretends to have his own asylum.
There you go.
I've never understood. Dude, that's the other thing. The WWE machine of marketing does not make any sense.
No.
He owns an asylum. This guy's part Viper. What?
It's to sell toys, man. It's to sell toys.
But they don't even make a cool, like, Transformer Randy Orton turns into a Viper.
See, that would be cool. They should.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that for a time, like on a bunch of toys and stuff like that?
Maybe.
Really? I'm gonna look into that. I wonder if like they had like cool, like, okay, you had the turtle van, right? Was there like the Lex Express? Was that ever a toy?
He wasn't in WWF enough to make
That
that
long
a toy.
to make that a
he was
toy.
in there for a hot minute and got his
Yeah.
money and ran.
Yeah.
But
Freaking Lex Luger, man.
whatever. He wrestled. We didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I always think that whenever I think of a wrestler, that's like, oh man, he was like, who the hell am I? I never wrestled.
Hold on, let's take a look at this. Give me a second. Sorry, I got all quiet. Chef Ralph is asking, off subject, what do y'all think of Cole shitting on Ultimate Deletion?
It seems like he's been doing that a lot lately with just gimmicks in general. Like, he just doesn't give him the time of the day. He seems like he wants to be the, I don't know. It's like,
No, here's the thing. Who helped out Michael Cole? I'm sorry, not Michael Cole. Who helped out Matt Hardy with creating those
Jeremy
things?
Borash.
Okay, Jeremy Borash.
Yes.
Wasn't there another guy that was in TNA that worked with WWE? And was he there like when they did the
Bruce Pritchard was there, wasn't he?
I don't think he was there for that. I think Bruce Pritchard was there when he came in after that for a little bit, I think. But off subject. I'm talking about the young guy.
Yeah.
He was an announcer in WWE.
Josh Matthews.
Josh Matthews works
Yeah.
at TNA. So did those two guys work together on that project?
They may have.
Because, see, that's where they would learn. Their school was Michael Cole.
No, that's
Michael
true.
Cole took off. They took off of Michael Cole. But I mean, it could be like a behind the scenes thing, just like a little like throwing a little shade at them, just because it's like, you know, I had y'all, but y'all like took off on me, or it could very well be like, you know, it's they are burying the TNA version, if you will.
It wasn't created by us.
It wasn't created by us, so we're gonna destroy. Yeah, we're gonna crap all over it. But here's the thing: like Ultimate Deletion, if you look at the original Ultimate Deletion, the charm in it was the way that it was shot. Now, I don't mean Ultimate Deletion. It was called the Absolute. Was it Absolute?
Final Absolution or something? I never watched Impact enough to really...
Well, I got into like the Matt Hardy era.
No, Final Resolution. That wasn't it.
No. It's Matt Hardy's thing. If you guys know out there on Instagram, what was it called? It was not Final Deletion. It was one where they had like it was the first match between him and Jeff.
Yeah.
The way that it was shot is what I'm trying to get at. Is that it was very dirty, it was gritty, but then WWE grabbed a hold of it and the quality like made it better.
Well, they screwed it up before because the one time they did the
with the Wyatts and the New Day.
Yes, and then you saw
and they copied it.
Yeah,
they copied the same thing.
I think that was the thing that when you saw it, you're like, oh God, please don't let them ever get a hold of Matt Hardy.
Yeah,
because it was like great if he comes back with this character,
right?
Only if he never got it touched, which obviously happened because.
Yeah, they put in their production value, and that's what I think, to me, that's what kind of killed it. But you know what? Michael Cole crapping all over Ultimate Deletion. You know what, man? Like, I think he kind of knows what's up. He kind of does listen to wrestling fans. And I think it's his take of saying, look, man, it could be also his take of saying, you know what? Like, it's not working here. It's not working here.
The other thing you really have to think about, too.
Because you can't say that because Vince McMahon's in your ear.
That's what I'm saying. Vince McMahon's going to be in your ear. So maybe he's really like, look, I think this was great.
Or maybe Vince is saying it.
Yeah, because you've heard Michael Cole announce matches.
And talking to Vince.
But you've also heard him do it well. Like,
oh, yeah.
He can announce. I would honestly, if I had my choice on Raw right now, him and Corey Graves, give Michael Cole the almost like Vince McMahon the commentator role. You know, like he can call the match. Corey Graves can be the
color,
his Jesse, his Bobby the Brain.
That'd be fun.
Because I think right now he is the best color guy.
Yeah.
My ultimate would be him and Morrow.
Oh, dude, Morrow's cool. Dude, you got to run into Morrow, didn't you?
Was it the Full Metal Mayhem match? No, there was another one that...
Full Metal Mayhem match. No. It was something about... Gosh, I'm trying to think. It had deletion in it. It had deletion. What was it? Full Metal Mayhem
The
match.
Final Deletion. That's all.
The Final Deletion.
That's so simple. Yeah.
Jeez.
I think the Full Metal Mayhem match was something else, but we're referring to the Final Deletion.
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
that all of the internet literally blew up with, and you're like, oh wow, that was
because
excellent.
It was silly. People
was
would,
campy.
It was campy, and that's the thing. It's kind of like when you take an old film that like is loved and revered. Yes, Final Deletion. Hey, we just followed those guys, Wrestling Comedy. Follow those guys on Instagram. Thanks for listening, guys. You guys are awesome. I love the memes. I have a good one, but I didn't think it was appropriate. But, you know.
On topic.
Off topic. Yeah, back on topic. Sorry about that.
Got to get you back on topic.
Sorry,
Final
man.
Deletion. Hey, look who's on.
Hey. Jerry Ashley, you're off today. You just go rest.
Go do some yoga or something.
Yeah. Go do yoga, boss. Yeah, the producers
But
now watching.
It was cool because it was new.
Sure.
It's like when the Ramones came out. Again, music thing here for me.
Yeah.
It's new. You'd never seen it before. It's like, what the hell is this? Hey, there you go, man. Shoot the meme.
Oh, man. I'll send it.
So, yeah.
Still going to send it. Larry and Tyser. Have you heard that guy?
Yes.
If y'all haven't checked out Larry and Tyser, just look him up.
Have
it's
you ever?
Hilarious.
Do you see where his locations are?
No.
Your girlfriend's closet.
Oh my
your
gosh.
mom's house.
That's hilarious. Larry and Tyser's the man, dude.
I'm gonna send it.
Still gonna send that. The Canadian, like. Like that it's like 90s Valley mixed in with like.
He's got the Canadian tuxedo.
Yes, dude.
Oh, it's
and he rides
fantastic.
snowmobiles and he like launches himself off of hills and stuff.
Dude, he's got a throne full of beer. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's great, man. That's
okay,
great.
what were we talking about?
We were talking about announced teams and stuff like that.
Yes.
Michael Cole crapping all over the Ultimate Deletion.
Yes.
Which I think we solved it. I mean, it was basically final deletion, shot a whole lot clearer, and, just wasn't as good as the original.
I think it's the way for Vince to blow it off. Like, all right, there, you got what you wanted. Now
Yeah.
we get to do what we want with them.
Exactly.
So now we're going to see.
Jeff's coming back. Let's start the Hardy Boys again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, hey, guess what? We're going to repackage you again.
Yeah.
So
And you'll never be the same again.
I'd love if Vince actually talked to people like
Dude,
that.
let's throw something out there. Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan? Can that happen?
Not
What do
immediately.
you guys think?
I think because Chris Jericho still, I don't know if he's under contract with New Japan, but he still has commitments with New Japan. In
Give
the
it
future,
time, though. In the future.
Sure. Survivor
Why
Series I
not?
could see.
Yeah.
He comes back with enough time. He comes back to WCW. Oh, God. He comes to SmackDown.
Whoa.
Yeah, he comes to SmackDown if Daniel Bryan is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That's another one of those special matches that it's like, okay, we're going to go ahead and they can still go. Chris Jericho's smart enough to know how to get to wrestle safe with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So with that, I think it would actually work out really well. I just want to see that Nakamura match so bad.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
So bad. But my only problem is I think Daniel Bryan might work stiff with Nakamura and be like, look,
Oh, that'd be cool.
Let's go old school.
See, that would be fun. If they did do that, and I'm sure like they'll kind of throw it in there once in a while.
Yeah.
but-
It's like whenever you see Mick Foley and Terry Funk fight, they legit like cold cock each other.
It's awesome. It's awesome, the camaraderie of wrestling. Like being able to beat up your opponent on purpose sometimes, but really protecting them for the most part.
It's an art form.
It is an art form.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man.
Yeah.
So,
I think we ran the Daniel Bryan well dry for right now. So
Yeah.
when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, huge announcements, fantastic announcements, gigantic announcements. Stay tuned.
If you're looking for a unique, clean, and comfortable shop to get your next tattoo, check out the artists at Galaveras Tattoos. They're located downtown San Antonio at 628 South St. Mary's, just north of Cesar Chavez. Galaveras is home to some of the best, most experienced tattoo artists in San Antonio, and the only shop in town with 4 female artists on staff. Established in 2005, Galaveras Tattoos offers a variety of styles and the highest quality tattoos with a price that won't hurt your budget. So stop by for a consultation or give them a call to schedule one. It's easy. 210-227-7673. That's 210-227-7673. Calaveras Tattoos, San Antonio's favorite tattoo shop.
And we're back with One Sweet Wrestling Podcast. So, dude, how you doing?
I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming up.
We were talking to Chef Ralph on Instagram, and they were there at our first Wrestle Trivia, which was pretty fun. If you guys don't know about Wrestle Trivia, it's basically a wrestling trivia night. We have lots of fun. We do some like really cool prizes. We do giveaways and things like that there.
We also have crowd
And-
participation
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, man! They do Ric Flair impersonations, things like that.
It's
all the
always
good stuff.
It's a
We all do
surprise.
the impressions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's always fun. But check out Chef Ralph. Him and all his buddies are actually going to come out to our second Wrestle Trivia 2. So, yeah, for sure. So we're going to have some fun out there. I'm all like, I don't know why I'm
who's
tongue-tied,
gonna
dude.
be out there? Who's the
Okay,
vendors?
well, so check it out. We've got, you're going to be there.
I'm definitely going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there.
Chef Ralph's going to be there.
Or so he says.
And he better be there.
He's a man of his word, that Chef Ralph.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, Galaveras Tattoo is going to be out there. So one of our favorite tattoo shops. I actually get my ink done there. I have like a Mount Rushmore of monsters and zombies, and well, it's basically the Universal Studios monsters, like Wolfman, Dracula. Man, you make me feel like, is this thing on? I'm kidding.
Hey, I'm just letting you talk, man. Let you put yourself over.
All right. Yeah, man, they're going to give out, they're actually giving us a prize to give out at Wrestle Trivia.
Yes, and for anybody that has been weighing on, I want to get a tattoo for summer. I want to get a butterfly on my back, and so I can have it when we go to Port A or
the fair.
Yeah, when we go to the fair.
Dude, we're just flying all over the
when
place.
We go to the Poteet
so check
Festival.
it out. Galaveras Tattoo is giving away a prize, and it's actually going to be a coupon off of a tattoo. Now check this out. You guys are thinking, oh, a coupon, this place is kind of weird. It's a coupon. Like, who does that? No, check this out. These guys do that because they know that you guys work hard for your money and you deserve the best ink. So they give you guys a nice waiting room to chill out in, some candy for all you kids out there. I'm just jumping out there with it.
Candy.
Dude, candy sounds great. No, but these guys do amazing work. They're one of the few shops in San Antonio that have up to 5 female members on staff. So, I mean, women are working at tattoo shops.
Very progressive.
Very progressive place, which is why, you know, we're about it, man. We're about that kind of life. We live and breathe it. We know we love art, love music. These guys are about that. So check them out, Galaveras Tattoos, and they're going to be giving us a prize for a coupon on as one of the prizes for one of the rounds.
Yeah.
That was a long ramble. I'm sorry about that. But the next announcement that we have, and it looks like Instagram is cutting us off here live on Instagram.
Make sure next week, ladies and gentlemen, you tune in live because we are going to have LAX's own Hernandez Supermex. Make sure you stay tuned.
Supermex of LAX is going to be on our next show, so you definitely want to check that one out. It's going to be fun, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We've been lucky to talk some professional wrestlers before. Simon Grimm, Dylan Dunbar of Heavy Metal Wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
Local promotion. Shout out to Dylan.
Shout out to Dylan Dunbar.
We should be having him on the show pretty soon to promote his next event going on. But yeah, Supermex.
Yeah, Hernandez. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
He's going to be
dude.
coming over here to the underground bunker, if you will. And he's going to be talking shop with us, talking wrestling, his time in the business, what he's doing now, basically just giving his experience in wrestling, really.
Dude, Chef, when you see him on, you can ask him yourself.
Yeah, we're actually going to go live on this one.
Yeah,
so
we want you to have just as much interaction with him as we do.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's just basically a round table. We want to talk pro wrestling, man.
Let us know how the show's going. Give us feedback. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely,
Hit us up on our
guys.
Instagram, which you see right now, One Sweet Wrestling. Our Gmail, which is
onesweetwrestling@gmail.com.
Booyah. You can catch us on YouTube. Just type in One Sweet Wrestling Podcast. You will find us. You will see all of our amazing thumbnails that our own Beto Barragan puts together himself, so you, the viewer, the listener, can get the ultimate AV experience.
Man, that was beautiful. I don't think there's anything left to say, but
we out.